Every man lives by a code, whether he admits it or not, whether he's conscious of it or not. A code is the set of rules that govern how you act when nobody is watching. It is the compass you use to measure your decisions, your behavior, your loyalty, your character. Some men have a strong code, a code carved in stone, unshakable, uncompromising. Other men, they have no code at all. They bend with every desire, every impulse, every moment of pleasure. And those men, the ones without standards, are the most dangerous of them all. My own code as a man was first planted in me by my parents, my father, and my uncle. Before I ever understood what morality was, I saw it lived. I saw it practiced. I saw what responsibility looked like, what respect looked like, what discipline looked like. But as I grew older, that code was shaped not just by my family, but by the world itself, by the men I admired, by the men I learned from, by the men I read about, by the men I watched on television, in the streets, and in the books that poured wisdom into my mind. And more than all of that, my code is shaped by the prophets of Islam, especially Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, the greatest example of leadership, discipline, mercy, honor, strength, and devotion. These are the true archetypes of manhood, the highest standard ever revealed. And a man who learns from them is never walking blindly. So when I talk about my code, understand something. It is not random. It is not loose. It is not some modern, trendy idea built on feelings. My code is an amalgamation of everything I've seen, everything I've lived, and everything I believe to be true about how a man should operate. And the rules I refuse to bend on are all of them. These aren't suggestions. These aren't when it's convenient qualities. These aren't negotiable terms. They are cemented in stone, unbreakable, non-transferable, non-refundable, non-negotiable. But I didn't always understand the importance of a man's code. I understood loyalty. I understood brotherhood, but I didn't understand how fragile some men really were until life puts us under pressure. And that lesson came in a moment I'll never forget. Back when I was hustling in the streets, the men around me felt like brothers. We made money together. We supported each other. We shared knowledge. We looked out for one another. And when things were good, that loyalty looked real. But loyalty isn't tested when the sun is shining. It's tested when the storm hits your door. One day, the sheriffs kicked in the house where we operated our business. A warrant, guns drawn, chaos everywhere. In that moment, the energy shifted. All that brotherhood evaporated instantly. One of the officers asked, "Whose drugs are these?" And the same men who had hustled with me, learned from me, benefited from me, turned and said, "Tell them, bro. Tell them whose it is." As if I was supposed to fall on the sword for everyone. As if the code of silence, COS, meant nothing. As if honor meant nothing. As if loyalty we preach was just a costume for when things were good. In that moment, I realized something I would never forget. Most men only look solid when life is calm. But when pressure comes, when law is at the door, when consequences are real, That's when you discover a man's true nature. And a man without a code becomes dangerous the second life tests him. That moment taught me a powerful truth. You cannot trust a man if you do not know his code. You cannot trust a man who lives by convenience, who betrays at the first sign of trouble, who shifts with emotions, who folds under pressure, who sells morals for pennies on the dollar. A man without a code is a weapon with no aim, capable of anything, and committed to nothing. So, what is the furnace code? Let me tell you. First, intellect over emotion. A man cannot be led by impulse, by temptation, by anger, by lust, by fear. Emotion is a tool, not a commander. Your decisions must come from intellect, from principle, from wisdom, from clarity. Second, duty before desire. Your family, your purpose, your mission, your legacy. These come first. A man without duty is a man without direction. A man without direction is a man without discipline. And a man without discipline is a danger to himself. Third, moral standards that do not bend. Honesty, courage, loyalty, compassion, justice. These do not change based on mood or convenience, or pressure, or opportunity. A standard is only a standard if it remains the same in all situations. Fourth, brutal self-honesty. A man who lies to himself will lie to everyone. You cannot rebuild your life while protecting your ego. You cannot rise while hiding the truth. You cannot become solid by avoiding your flaws. Self-honesty is the doorway to self-mastery. Fifth, discipline is identity, not a phase, not a temporary season. Discipline must be who you are. A man without discipline is a slave to his desires, a prisoner of his impulses. But a disciplined man is free. Every man must have a code, because a code is direction. A code is order. A code is clarity. Without it, you drift, you react, you fold, you collapse. With it, you stand, you lead, you build, you protect, you rise. Your code is the foundation of your manhood. You cannot rebuild your life on shifting sand. Build it on stone, on principles, on standards, on a system of values that pressure cannot break. This is the furnace code. And if you choose to live by it, your life will become a reflection of the fire that forged you. I'm Akil. This is Project Rebuild, where your rebuild starts now. This is episode 2 of The Furnace. Until next time, peace and blessings.